Hello, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. In the last class, we had completed with the first part of the King's Choice. Kindly remove your textbook, page number 12. Let us take a quick recap. The story takes us to a forest where the Lion King appoints the fox, the vulture, and the leopard and his courtiers. However, the vulture, due to his selfish and greedy motive of eating up the Lion King, lures him into going to the desert to eat camel's meat. Other courtiers also follow. When the king and his companions get tired of walking in the scorching sun, the fox comes to their rescue. He, through his wit and craftiness, befriends the camel and tricks him into believing that the king wanted to befriend him. The innocent camel appears before the king and carries the trio back to the forest on his back. So let's continue with the story. The camel followed the fox. When the fox and the camel reached the lion's camp, the vulture and the leopard were surprised, but the lion looked pleased in spite of his burned paws. The camel was presented to the king. He agreed to serve the lion in return for a home at his court. Get on the camel's back, your majesty, said the fox. We will return home. The lion at once jumped on to the camel's back. The courtiers, fox, and the leopard jumped upon behind him, and with the vulture flying ahead as a guide, they set off on a long journey back to the forest. When the travelers reached the forest, they were tired and were hungry. The fox, leopard, and the vulture looked at the camel. They looked at each other and smiled hungry smiles. Hungry smiles in their mind. They were thinking that when we will be able to eat the camel's meat. They had brought the camel for the king's dinner. Now it was time for the feast. Feast means grand lunch or grand dinner. The Lion King knew what his courtiers were thinking. He called the camel to him. Friend camel, he said, I have to thank you for saving my life. You are welcome to live at my court as long as you like. I promise you my protection. So, the Lion King knew about the intention of his courtiers, but he said that, friend camel, I promise you that I'll give you protection. The lion's courtiers were shocked. Had they not risked their lives so that he would try the camel's meat? And the king wanted to let the camel live. The courtiers were not pleased with his decision, yet they could do nothing because the king's word were the final words, so they were not able to do anything. Now, the lion's paws were so badly burned that he could not go hunting, but that did not keep him from growing very hungry indeed. So he was very, very hungry. Fox, leopard, vulture, he shouted, don't you see that I am ill and hungry? Go and get me some food. The courtiers had to obey the king. So out they went, but they did not go far off. They sat in a safe place and discussed what they could do. I know, said the fox after a while, we shall make the camel ask to be eaten. He told the others of his plan. They all agreed. So back they went to the king. First, the vulture stepped forward. Your Majesty, he said, bowing low, we have found no food, but we cannot let your Majesty suffer. I am a poor creature. Eat me. The fox pushed the vulture aside. I have more meat on me, he cried. Eat me, your Majesty. Now the leopard rushed forward. I am not much good, he cried, but I could make a meal for the king. They all had planned that everybody will one by one say that please accept me as your feast, and then when the camel will offer, then everyone will pounce on him and then they will eat the camel. Your Majesty, he said, I am I too am willing to give my life for you. Please eat me instead of these old friends of yours who will be more useful than I am. This was what the fox, leopard, and vulture were waiting for. They prepared to jump at the camel, but the lion stopped them. This was what they were exactly waiting for. You all good and loyal, you are all good and loyal subjects, he said. My heart is touched by your offers. I accept them all. I shall eat you in the order in which you offered yourselves. The vulture, fox, and leopard were shocked. Away flew the vulture, away ran the fox and the leopard. They were never seen in the forest. The lion laughed to see them go. Then he turned the camel and said, you have been loyal and good. You shall be my friend as long as we are alive. The camel was happy and grateful. The lion thought to himself, to be king is good, but to be kind is better. Now, in this extract or in this second part of the story, we see that filled with a gratitude towards the camel on saving his life, the king decides to spare him and give him protection. Although the three courtiers were unhappy with the decision, they kept quiet. However, after a few days, unable to go hunting, the lion summons his courtiers and orders them to bring him food. The cunning fox once again holds a meeting and they plan to compel the king to eat the camel. But there is a twist in the story. The camel is safe once again due to its loyalty and betrayers are compelled to flee. Thus the king outsmarts his crafty and unfaithful courtiers and repays the camel for his loyalty with his kindness. Now in this story, the courtiers had took the oath of loyalty. That is the pledge where they acknowledge that one's duty and faithfulness towards one country or king. But here, how was their reaction and how they behaved is of the utmost importance. When you offer somebody help or when somebody helps you, it is your duty in return to be not only helpful to him, but also take care of the other who is offering you help. So here, at the end, we find what? We find that the loyalty always pays, and the Lion King proves that the king's might and majesty may win him some untrue and fake followers, but kindness alone can give him the gift of faithful friends. On the other hand, the faithful camel's character underlines the age old maxim that loyalty always pays. So, hope you all have understood the chapter very well. Thank you, children. God bless.